welcome to Kitchen Chemistry with Essential Wholesale and Labs. I'm Tinica, and today we have a really fun project. We're going to make a solid gel facial mask. Okay, so we're going to make a solid gel facial mask. This is a really fun mask to use. It's quite amazing. I just absolutely love it, and everybody around here who's tried it loves it too. I hope you do as well. To start with, you'll need a few ingredients, of course. You'll need cucumber facial toner, which you can purchase on our website, of course, or in the kit. You'll need Argireline Peptide solution. You'll need Agar gum. And you'll also need just a little bit of Phenoxyethanol to boost the preservation. Okay, you'll also need a hot plate or a stovetop, of course, and a stovetop safe container. So you probably should add all of this off heat. You'll initially want to add your agar, and it's not quite like other gums. You can just go ahead and pour it right in there. And you can just gently mix that. And I know it looks like a funny color. I promise it won't be this color on the mask. And then you can also add your Phenoxyethanol. Okay, now that we have added both of those ingredients, we're going to hold off on adding our Argireline Peptide. We don't want to heat that up too high, and to use agar, I guess I better move this in so you all can see it. To use agar, you'll need to boil it. Agar gels up similar to gelatin, but unlike gelatin where you can pour boiling water on top of your gelatin and that works, agar needs to actually be boiled. So we're going to step away for a minute, and you want to make sure that as your agar is heating and beginning to boil, that you stir it occasionally. It can have a tendency to want to settle on the bottom of your container, and it might create a film that will get a little scorched unless you stir it. So make sure you stir it occasionally. And we're just going to wait for this to boil. Okay, so now we've gotten our agar to boiling, and we're just going to get the hot plate out of the way. And we'll go ahead and stir it a little bit and get our plate ready. So the reason that you need a plate is that it creates a nice flat surface for your facial mask. You may find a better tool than the plate that I found to use, but this seems to work pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to continue to do it this way. So as your agar cools down, it's going to start to solidify. And the reason that we wanted to add the Argireline off heat is we didn't want to boil the Argireline. Those are some amazing peptides in there, and we don't want to damage them by boiling them. So now that it's off heat, we're going to go ahead and add the Argireline peptides. And just go ahead and stir those in there. So you could add a slight amount of essential oil to this if you wanted to. I wouldn't add any more than 1/4%. You certainly could alter the ingredients in here. That's just fine as well. But you want to make sure that your water to agar ratio is correct. So now, to make the facial mask, we're simply going to pour our agar solution while it's still hot. Until it forms a thin layer. So I'm noticing my surface is maybe not quite level, so I am going to try to level it here. Let's see, how can I be creative? I'm going to maybe prop it up a little bit like this. Okay, now this mask sets up surprisingly quick. Within 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to have a solid mask. So we're just going to step away for a minute and let this solidify and come back to our mask. Okay, so now that our mask is fully set, and you can tell that it's fully set because it gets this kind of really cool sheen on it. Okay, so here's the tricky part. The reason that I used a plate is it kind of has a lip, so the agar doesn't just flow everywhere. As you could see when I was pouring it, it was very liquid. But now that it is fully solid, this is a little bit of the tricky part, but now we have a solid mask, just like so. And as I promised, it is not a funky yellow or brown color. It is clear and beautiful. You could leave it on the plate and go ahead and cut out eye holes and a mouth hole if you want. I found that when I used it, I really didn't need to do that. It just kind of lays gently on your face. You want to make sure that you don't pour it too thick, or it becomes a little bit hard to lay on the contours of your face. It tends to want to crack and split. However, you could also cut it into pieces for eye gels or cheek gels or forehead gels. Packaging for this, you'll have to research into packaging. If you wanted to sell this mask, of course, it's going to have to stay moist. Once it dries out, it becomes, well, it dries out and it doesn't work anymore. So you want to make sure that if you choose packaging that will keep it moist. Anyways, we hope you really love this mask. As I said, everybody here who has tried it absolutely loves it. We think that this is just the most fun thing to make and use. We hope you enjoy it as much as we do. Thanks for joining us today for this fun new recipe. Please subscribe for more great recipes and be sure to check our website for great deals.